went back to the familiar, the guy who came off the couch and led him to the playoffs a couple years ago, Joe Flacco. The 40-year-old will be the starter in Cleveland. Who his backup is, though, that remains to be seen. Dillon, Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders will each get reps in their final preseason game. Sanders says he's ready for anything.
I don't care. Whenever it's time for me to get out there and play, I'm going to play. Whenever it's time for the lights to come on, I'm going to do my thing. I'm not concerned about when it is. I'm not concerned about, how many reps I'm getting at this point. Is what it is, because I know when the lights come on, when everything go on, when the pressure's on, you know who I am. And I'm always be that way.
Meanwhile, Kenny Pickett still dealing with a hamstring injury. He hasn't seen any preseason action. What are you hearing about that quarterback room there in Cleveland?
Yeah, so the Browns are trying to figure out whether they're going to keep 4 quarterbacks on the roster or roster cuts looming. I know that they do not plan to trade Dillon Gabriel, that's for sure. They also don't plan to trade Shedeur Sanders. They like the rookies and what they've done so far. It looks like they want to continue to develop both. So the question is, what do they do with Kenny Pickett, who's been out most of camp? They like what he was doing before he got hurt. So they're trying to sort all this out. They are open-minded about keeping 4 on the roster, which is somewhat rare, but they've done before in Cleveland. They're going to go from there. So you'll see this weekend Joe Flacco probably playing about 20 to 25 snaps, then Dillon Gabriel, then Shedeur Sanders. Gabriel has had the edge on Sanders so far.
Yeah, even though he had a couple of turnovers in his last preseason game, Courtney.
Yeah, to Jeremy's point, there's no incentive for Cleveland to get rid of any of these quarterbacks until they absolutely have to. But that's why this weekend matters so much, and next week's practice matters so much. This quarterback 2 battle is going to go all the way up until week 1 based on what we haven't seen from these guys. There hasn't been one of these young quarterbacks go up and grab that role. Dillon Gabriel last week, some good third down throws, but then the pick 6 that he threw.
And a fumble.
Shedeur Sanders, the first preseason game against Carolina, has a great performance, and then he has the oblique injury. So all of that good momentum seems to go away just because of the time that he's missed. So for these 2 quarterbacks and the opportunity that they have, as Jeremy pointed out, Dillon Gabriel will get the snaps right behind Joe Flacco, and then it will be Shedeur Sanders. This game goes a really long way in determining the pecking order.
Yeah, we're running out of time here. Sam, what are you going to be looking at when you're assessing the 2 rookies?
I'll be looking for more of the wow throws that we saw from Shedeur Sanders earlier in the preseason. There were a couple of throws that were not rookie-type throws or, hey, I'm trying to figure it out throws. Those were NFL-caliber throws. That touchdown that he had rolling out to the left in the end zone. Also, some of the one-handed catches that you saw. These are like jump-off-the-screen type of throws. That's what I'm looking for from Shedeur. From Dillon Gabriel, I'm looking for him to take away those turnovers. You're going against the 2s and the 3s, and though Dillon Gabriel looks sharp, if you're evaluating him, you're going to look at the pick 6 and look at the fumble. So if he could reduce some of those and still shine against 2s and 3s, that'll help elevate him. But for Shedeur, keep the ball clean, use your legs, and then let those throws jump off the screen like you did earlier in the preseason.